Hello, I'm Nelson Liu and welcome to Western Perspective. Well, COVID-19 has devastated the arts and entertainment industries, impacting performers across the country. But ARIA award-winning folk singer Kavisha Mazzella has not let it stop her, with her choir on the way while also taking her music online. I talked to Kavisha about her life in music and how she's connecting to others through it in the pandemic in this exclusive interview. Okay, so you're an accomplished singer, songwriter and composer, but how did you get your start in music?
Well, a big start of it was at the old Fly-by-Night Club in Fremantle. They were having just a weekly acoustic open mic, and I started there, and it was just around the time of the America's Cup.
What drew you to it?
I've always been singing, just loved singing, and I probably, lost a few jobs because I couldn't concentrate on the job. I always had music in my mind.
Has it been a lifelong ambition?
I'm not sure if you would call it an ambition, but it's definitely just a passion, yeah.
COVID-19 has had a big impact to the arts and entertainment industries, with a lot of people losing their jobs. How has it affected you, and do you feel blessed to have that opportunity to continue with your music?
Well, it's been very hard because I lost the next 6 months of my employment. So I was in shock, and I went into a kind of a depression because I felt completely useless. And then I started looking online and seeing a lot of musicians were performing online and doing little concerts and things like that. And so I've had to really up my technology skills and upload my albums onto Bandcamp so people can get digital downloads, and in a funny way, it's connected people. Even though we can't get out there to perform, we're all communicating with each other and helping each other along. And I really do look forward to when we can actually get into a room and play with people, because that's the magical thing, isn't it, with music, to see live music, hear live music and be with people together. And hopefully that will start soon.
In this digital sphere at the moment, how has your music been received?
Well, I actually sold a few albums online, which was fantastic, because I've been really passionate about, oh no, it has to be CDs. You can't go online. You're getting an inferior product. But I actually ended up selling a few CDs online, and now it's broken down my prejudice against online music. And I have to say Bandcamp's fantastic, because they actually pay the artists 85% of the money that the people, when they buy the CDs, the artist actually gets 85%, unlike other platforms where the artist makes very little.
So you believe that it would help the industry recover?
I think, I really don't know what to think, because I've been so confused. When you're a musician, you're constantly creating opportunities for concerts to happen, and all of a sudden that's all shut. But I guess fortunately for us, we still have the ability to play music, and we still have the fact that we have technology to help us get our music out is great. Of course, everything's totally slowed down, but I guess I have faith that everything will come back to live concerts again. There'll probably be more house concerts, more intimate concerts rather than big concerts. But that's okay. I do lots of small concerts. I don't do many big concerts.
So I understand you started a small choir following COVID-19. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I'm starting it's a project I started before at the beginning of this year when I first arrived back to WA. It's called Healing Voices Choir, and it's really singing for health, beneficial to mental health and keeping your spirits up. And we're hoping to start again on June the 3rd.
So what's next for you?
Preparing the repertoire for the choir, and also I have an album I want to make. It's all based on songs that I've written through my adventures in Asia, in Bali and China and India, and I want to record them all and get them into a new album. What I would say in this hard time to young musicians is don't give up. because this is not the first time hard times have happened on the planet. In fact, some of the best music has been written from the hardest times. I mean, the blues, I mean, it's fantastic. All these songs. So I think just write. And don't worry, right now we can't get out there, but this is a good time to brush up your skills, have online guitar lessons, do songwriting classes, whatever you can do. Use it as a study time. And when we can all come out the other end, you know, you would have kept your sanity, and B, you'll be improved. That's what I'm doing.
So I understand you have a little bit of a surprise for us now. You're going to perform a couple of songs for us.
Yeah, I hope you like them. Before we were born, song was there, pulled us from the womb, for us she cared, and whispered in ARIA life's mystery. And when we die, she surely will be there. Song says, oh, please use me, you're my voice, you're my hands, fashion me into a melody that tells a human story. It's misery and glory. Don't be silent, that would be a tragedy. Sing for no one, sing for everyone. Sing for we are servants of the song. Sing for being together, oh, never mind the weather. Sing for no one, sing for everyone. Our instruments are the weapons of our choice to disarm oppression with our voice. Though we make an orphan's choir, we settle hearts on fire, and angels weep as we do rejoice. Sing for no one, sing for everyone. Pop, 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 pop. Sing for we are servants of the song. Sing for being together, never mind the weather. Sing for no one, sing for everyone. We cry because there's evil in this world. Watch the oyster as her art unfurls. Why not turn your sorrow into a song tomorrow, and let your tears become a string of pearls? Yeah! Sing for no one, sing for everyone. Sing for we are servants of the song. Sing for being together, never mind the weather. Sing for no one, sing for everyone. Sing for no one, sing for everyone. Sing for no one, sing for everyone. Sing for no one, sing for everyone.
And now, AMAWA President Dr. Andrew Miller talks about this week's developments on COVID-19.
Quick summary of my thoughts that are on my own Facebook page this afternoon, a longer version of this video. We have the problem of success in Western Australia at the moment. We need to keep the borders closed. We need to keep the restrictions slowly easing. It takes 2 weeks for each easing to fully flow through into numbers, and we need to get the asymptomatic testing done by the government. We need the results of that before we can have more confidence. It's not too late for us to really mess this up as a community. You can see the trouble they're having in Victoria with keeping the meatworks and the McDonald's outbreaks under control. So that's just 2 small outbreaks, and they're really having trouble with it. So let's hold the line. The kindest thing is to not smash the community completely, because that will destroy a whole lot more businesses than are currently struggling. And then those of us who are doing okay will have the responsibility to reach out to those who suffered the most during the restrictions. As far as the future is concerned, any business that depends on crowds has to rethink its business plan, and we need to help them do that. As we go into winter, we know that this virus survives for a long time on surfaces in the cold, up to 90 hours. If someone's touched a doorknob or handrail, someone can come along up to 90 hours later and pick up the disease from that. We also need to consider wearing masks on public transport. We're in those situations where there'll be personal crowding, there'll be people with sniffles around as winter comes on. Not everybody follows the rules. For your own protection, for the protection of others, if there's no distancing, then certainly it would not be unreasonable to start considering using personal protective equipment because we now know we have a sufficient supply for the front line who are going to be caring. In terms of the outcome from this disease, if it's uncontrolled in our community and we've got a 40% infection rate over the next year or two, you would expect to see a 1% fatality rate from that. Seems to be becoming agreed upon around the world. That would be 10,000 people in WA, 100,000 people Australia-wide. That's unacceptable for our community in terms of the devastation it would cause, and you're still only at 40%. Nowhere near the 95, 96% you would need to stop this from becoming a rolling, evolving disaster. So we have to get used to the new normal for now. 50-50 whether we'll get a vaccine in the next 12 months or so. Here's hoping that would then give us a bit of a free kick, but I hope we'll be able to keep some of the good things that we've learnt out of all of this in terms of hygiene and in terms of looking after other people. Thanks for your time.
And that's all for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again next time, but for now, it's back to you, Ivan and Sarah.
Thank you, Nelson. And that's our weekly news and current affairs. We have the latest news on our website and social media pages.
No matter where you're watching, look after yourself, stay at home, and have a pleasant evening.
Take care.